Hey there folks, my name's Dan Goodman and I want to briefly welcome you to / introduce you to our trilogy of Cisco wireless courses, specifically Wireless LAN Essentials, Understanding Cisco Wireless Foundations, and the Enterprise Cisco Wireless Network course. Now, each one of these courses brings something to the table, and as I mentioned, it is a trilogy, and if you're following my recommendation, you want to watch all three parts of it so that you know who the players are, what they're doing, what the overall story is. With Wireless LAN Essentials, this is exactly what it sounds like. It covers all of the basics of wireless networking from a Cisco perspective. We make sure that we identify access points and IEEE and controllers and security concerns, all from the Cisco perspective. Now, Wireless LAN Essentials, or WLE, does not specifically tie itself to any particular exam, so you can't get a certification out of it. However, a lot of the topics that we discuss in that course you will find in the higher tier courses. So it is definitely something you don't want to skip over. It's definitely something that you would want to use to your advantage when it comes to reviewing / refreshing yourself on kind of the basics of wireless networking, because you will still see some of those items in those higher tier courses. The next part of the trilogy is going to be Understanding Cisco Wireless Foundations, or as we like to call it, Wolf Fondue, because for whatever reason, Cisco uses WLFNDU as the acronym for that particular course. Now, one thing to establish, just like WLE, this particular course is not necessarily tied to any certification exam, so you can't get a certification out of it. However, just like the Wireless LAN Essentials, you will still see a lot of these items in the higher tier course. So as far as what we'll focus on in Wolf Fondue, it's going to be all about the wireless LAN controller and the lightweight access points. We're going to sprinkle some other things into the mix there, but that's really what the big focus is on. How do we configure our wireless LAN controllers? How do we suck in our lightweight access points into that deployment? How do we go through security configurations, user authentication, basically anything you'd expect to cover on the wireless LAN controller. Now, the final part of the trilogy is going to be the Cisco Enterprise Wireless Networking course. NWLSI, ENWLSI, I believe is the acronym there. This is the final part of the trilogy where we take the things that we've built in the Wolf Fondue course and essentially bring them into the bigger picture. That means we're going to cover things like Prime Infrastructure from a wireless perspective, Identity Services Engine from a wireless perspective, Cisco DNA Spaces from a wireless perspective. That's why it's the wireless trilogy. Now, NWLSI is specifically tied to a certification exam. We've done our due diligence to make sure that every single exam objective in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through lecture, demonstration, or hands-on activity that you're going to go through, is covered in that course. So we've got great lab solutions for each one of these courses where you can kind of get your hands dirty and take a look at all of the configurations, set things up, tear them down, follow along with the stuff here and that we're doing in the course. But I highly recommend, once again, that you follow each part of the trilogy. Start off with Wireless LAN Essentials, get into Wolf Fondue, and then cap things off with the NWLSI course, because you want to make sure you know the story from start to finish. Looking forward to working with you all in this course somewhere down the road, and we'll talk then. Take care.